What are we looking for? Dogs.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bird, and we back on Bird's Eye View with it. Like always, appreciate the love and support. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Stop what you're doing, smash the like button, smash subscribe button, hop in the comment section, comment whatever you want. Of course, I'm dropping daily bangers day by day. You know we got news of the day coming out of Colorado. And of course, we're going to jump right into it, dog. So we back with another recap with this Colorado football program. As always, shout out Well Off Media, Reach the People Media for providing us this phenomenal footage each and every day, dog. Of course, we got one more wake up, man, for our matchup against the UCF Knights. Gonna be a great opponent, gonna be a great matchup, man. Of course, prayers go out to all of the families that are impacted by the hurricane right now. Of course, I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, playing in the tournament. We're getting a little bit of it as well. They canceled our game last night. There's been a lot of rain, wind, but hopefully it gets better and we're able to play. But yeah, looking forward to this matchup. It's gonna be like another mini homecoming for a lot of our Colorado Buffaloes. Of course, a lot of our team is from Florida, so of course we're gonna look to put on a great show in front of our families, man. But let's kind of jump right into, of course, I'm gonna bring the keys to victory video here and what I think needs to happen for our Colorado Buffaloes to get the win, and who are the impact players that I think UCF has and who we will need to contain. So let's start off with our offensive keys to victory. We got to continue the momentum on running the football. Of course, these past two games that we've had, we really took a step forward when it comes to running the football. We love what Michael Welch has brought to the table. Isaiah Gussup has been running hard as well. We'll see if Dylan Hayden gets in the mix this week coming off an injury, but we got to keep that momentum on the ground. Of course, we got to limit the self-inflicted wounds, turnovers, and penalties. This is the type of game where we have to limit those. One, of course, UCF, they're going to do a lot of great things on the ground, which is going to control the clock. So we have to minimize the self-inflicted wounds. I know we did pretty decent last week. I think we only had like 6 penalties last week, 65 yards. So that's not too bad. But I don't want to get over that number. Would love to be a little bit lower than that number, of course. And we got to limit the turnovers. We got to protect Jurel Sanders. Let's just be real. We have to keep our quarterback upright. When he's standing upright, he can really make plays. Now, of course, his escapability is honestly at an elite level right now. He's able to just get out of plays that you think he's going to get sacked, and he's just able to make a play, throw on a run. He can do a lot of great things. But if we can protect Jurel Sanders, it'll be fun for our offense. We got to make contested, difficult catches this game. There's been some drops here and there. I know there's been some tough catches that we had to make that we didn't make. Of course, we made some, don't get me wrong, but we've missed some. We've dropped some as well, too. This is the type of game where you just got to make plays. Like Coach Prime always say, a play don't care who make it. We got to make plays in order for us to do what we need to do on the road to get a road victory. And, of course, we got to take advantage of our opportunities. UCF, they average 32 minutes of time of possession a game. That's top 25 in the nation right now. Of course, like I said, they have a really great ground attack. They control the clock a lot, right? So we got to take advantage of our opportunities when we get them on offense. Let's switch over to defense, man. We got to stop the run. Let's be honest with you. We've held every team's leading rusher to under 75 yards each game. UCF runs the football. That's just their MO. That's what they're going to do. They have a slew of backs that they're going to roll out there. We got to tackle well. Now, our football program does tackle. Our defense has been really good when it comes to tackling the football. We don't miss many tackles. We got to keep that train rolling. We got to limit the explosive plays in the run game and with their leading receiver, Kobe Hudson. Kobe Hudson's an absolute dog. I'm going to get into him here. Once I get into their impact players, I'm going to get into him. He is an absolute dog. He is the one that we have to key on at wide receiver. And, of course, they have 3 running backs as well that I'm going to get into it also. We have to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down. They're the type of team on 3rd and 4th down, they'll still run the football. It don't really matter what the yardage is. They'll still run the football. We have to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down. We got to be better against the quarterback run. North Dakota State, they did a phenomenal job running the quarterback. Dylan Raiola was able to scramble a little bit here and there. And, of course, Baylor, they had a long touchdown run on a 4th down play with their quarterback as well. We have to be better against the quarterback run because, of course, KJ Jefferson, he's a big part of their running game as well. We got to be better there. We need an INT. We need an interception from someone in the defensive backfield. We got to steal a possession or 2 here. This is the type of game where we're going to have to do that, especially with the way they run the football on their ground attack. We have to turn the ball over. I need an interception from someone on the back end. Let's switch over to special teams, dog. Like Coach Prime always says, special teams has to be special, man. We have to cover better on kickoff and punt team. There's no other way to spin it. We gave up a lot of explosive plays last week that led to a lot of opportunities and points from Baylor. We cannot do that this week because they have a good return guy. Xavier Townsend, 8 punt returns for 96 yards. His longest was 26 yards. He also has 5 kick returns for 117 yards, averaging 23.4 yards a return. His longest was 38 yards. So we have to limit the explosive plays in the special teams game, and I think we'll do that this week. Let's switch over to the impact players. for the UCF Knights. And of course, we're going to start with the quarterback. KJ Jefferson, 6'3", 247 out of the state of Mississippi. Currently on the season, 32 of 51, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's completing 62.7% of his passes. He also has 29 carries for 155 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 4.7 yards per carry. He's averaging 45 yards on the ground per game. Now, of course, this name does ring a bell. He started off at Arkansas, 36 starts there, 7,911 career passing yards, 67 touchdowns. He added another 1,876 yards rushing with another 21 rushing touchdowns and averaged 7.6 yards per carry for his career in Arkansas. Of course, we got to limit his production. Mainly it's going to be on the ground because they run the hell out of the football, and it leads and it starts with running back R.J. Harvey. 59 carries on the year, 452 yards, 8 touchdowns. His longest was for 60 yards. Looks like he's averaging 149.3 yards a game. He's standing 5'9", 208, coming out of the state of Florida. Last season in 2023, he was a Doak Award semifinalist, which is given to the nation's top running back. He was first team All Big 12, according to College Football Network. He was also Phil Steele's second team All Big 12. All AAC in 2022. In 2023, dog, he rushed for over 1,400 yards, had 16 touchdowns. We have to limit R.J. Harvey. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. He's going to get the football. Coming into the game, well, at least coming into last night, they were the #1 rushing attack in the country. Now, of course, Navy had a big night last night, rushed for over like 400 yards against Temple. So now they've taken that #1 spot back over. But coming into last night, this UCF program had the #1 ground attack in the country. They got a great one at #2, Penny Boone. He's standing 6'1", 232 out of the state of Michigan. 24 carries on the season, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest was for 59 yards, averaging 53 yards per game. Last season at Ohio, he was an absolute stud. He was the MAC Offensive Player of the Year. He was first team All-MAC. He led the MAC and was 8th in the nation with 1,400 rushing yards. He averaged 107.7 yards per game. He led the MAC and was 3rd in the country with yards per carry with 7.22. He also had 15 touchdowns, which led the MAC. He had 8 100-yard games last year. You're talking about a 1-2 punch. They probably have one of the best in the country without question. When you roll out R.J. Harvey and Penny Boone, we got to tackle the football against those two. And they got a third one too, man. That's actually really good as well. He is Miles Montgomery, 5'11", 205, coming out of the state of Florida. He has 20 carries on the season for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns as well. His longest was for 25 yards, averaging 47 yards a game. In 2023, he was at Cincinnati. He had 66 carries, 428 yards, 3 touchdowns there. Like I said, they have a triple threat at running back, and they are going to run the football. It doesn't matter. It could be 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. They'll still run the football, dog. Now, at wide receiver, they got a damn good one with Kobe Hudson, 6'1", 200 pounds out of the state of Georgia. 13 catches on the year, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns. He averages 103.3 yards per game. He is their guy. He is who they're going to throw the ball to. The team has 585 total yards receiving, and he has 310 of them. In 2023 at UCF, he had 44 catches for 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. He was honorable mention All Big 12. Can really go get it, dog. Physical, good route runner. He's been tough to deal with in single coverage. As you see on the graphic, he is the highest graded wide receiver according to PFF when it comes to going up against single coverage in the country, dog. So him versus Travis. Hey, man, buckle up your seatbelt, get your popcorn ready. That's going to be fun to watch there, dog. Listen, all in all, man, they are going to run the football. Any down, doesn't matter. 3rd and 8, 4th and 5, it don't matter. They are going to run the football. They trust their ground attack. They averaged the most yards per game as a team, and that was coming into last night. Of course, these numbers could be skewed a little bit after Navy, because Navy was 2nd in the nation coming into last night, running for over 400 yards last night. So these numbers can be skewed a little bit, but as of right now, the UCF offense averages 375.7 rushing yards per game. They rushed for 1,127 total yards this season, 6.83 yards per carry. All in all, dog, we got to stop the run on offense. Let's switch over to their defense, dog. Now, they got a linebacker. He played a lot of safety in his career, but he's playing linebacker for them. Deshaun Pace. I actually like this kid, man. I wanted him to come to Colorado, honestly, when I saw him in the portal. He has 19 tackles on the year, 1 tackle for loss. He also has an interception as well. Now, like I said, he played a lot of safety in his career at Cincinnati. In 2023, he led the Bearcats in tackles with 80. He also led them in tackles for loss with 11. He was also 2nd on the team in PBUs with 6, and he led the team in quarterback hurries with 6 as well. He led the team in 3 different categories and was second in another. This young man was a stud at Cincinnati, dog. 4 years at Cincy, 46 games, 247 tackles, 25.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 6 interceptions, 14 PBUs, 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 2 block kicks as well. As you see, he was all over the football field at Cincinnati. He's standing 6'2", 220, coming out of the state of Ohio. He got another one, dog, a defensive end, Malachi Lawrence. Now, don't even look at the box score. Don't even look at the stats this year. 2 tackles, tied for the team lead, and quarterback hurries with 3. This young man is a stud. I don't care about only having 2 tackles. He can really play, dog. Just turn on the film. 6'4", 250 out of the state of Kentucky. Last year in 2023, he had 27 tackles, 10.5 tackles for loss. He lived in the backfield last season. 5th in the Big 12 in sacks per game. He finished with 7.5 sacks last year. We're definitely going to have to get a hat on him and make sure that he doesn't get after Shedeur Sanders. Man, they got some guys in the defensive backfield. They got 4 team interceptions this year. Mac McWilliams, Sheldon Arnold, and Antoine Jackson. They all also have interceptions as well. Like I said, they have 4 team interceptions this season, dog. So, I mean, we're going to have to do some great things, right, in order to win this football game. This is not going to be a football game where we can make a lot of mistakes. We have to take advantage of our opportunities, and we just have to limit their ground attack. We have to make KJ Jefferson beat us with his arm, and I believe we have the talent to do so. My score prediction, I'm going Colorado 31, UCF 27. Let's get the job done on the road, fellas. Not gonna keep you long. Just want to bring you guys another phenomenal update. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what time it is, dog. Bird's eye view, man.